Have you ever wondered what drives us? What motivates us? The things that inspire us to do more and excel more? We at LPU Batangas are driven by passion, dedication, challenges, and opportunities. Every day, we take new steps to a continuous journey to improve and grow, raising the bar of quality and excellence in education beyond borders. Welcome to Lyceum of the Philippines, University Batangas.
Hi, good day everyone. I am teacher Jessica. Welcome to the Global English Competitiveness Program. This is a project of the Commission on Higher Education in partnership with these outstanding and prestigious universities and learning institutions here in the Philippines. To start off, let me introduce our virtual friend and learning assistant, Leah.
Thank you, Teacher Jessica. This module focuses on the forms and style of technical English. The manifestations of the impact of the English language are pervading with its power to initiate and establish connections leading to mutual understanding, engagements, and meaningful collaborations. Specifically, English takes specialized forms to cater to specific needs for knowledge and comprehension by different stakeholders. Basically, technical English fits as purposive for communicating in formal contexts as with business and organizations, scientific investigations, and processes in various technical fields. Mastery of technical English is important for the technical profession. Evidently, it provides opportunities for professional growth and advancements. More so, it lowers the risk of mistakes and errors from misinterpretations. By this means, it increases safety that cannot be underrated. By the end of the module, you will be able to express attitude and feelings precisely and emphasize a point, feeling, or issue. Now, let's get started. What do you usually do with the operations manual of the gadgets and appliances you buy? Are you going to read, throw, or discard, or keep without reading? If you read it, did you understand whatever's written? If you throw or discard it or keep it without reading, then it's a waste of money. You paid it along with the gadget and appliance that you bought. So, let's begin with Lesson 1, Forms and Style, Technically True. In this lesson, you will learn how to recognize the characteristics and audience of technical English, alongside understanding the use of discourse markers in written and oral communication, and use technical English for communicating technical information in conjunction with collocations in the English vocabulary. Technical English is, as a standard for technical documentation, initially intends to help non-native English speakers to understand technical manuals and instructions. Technical English skills are required from employees in technical and industrial workplaces to satisfy the demands for work-specific communication. As a rule, technical English uses simple grammar and terminologies in addition to being clearly structured that is distinctive in its style. To begin with, can you identify the best substitute for the following sample roundabout phrases? In view of the fact that, inasmuch as, at this point in time, in connection with, take cognizance of the fact that, in the near future, with reference to the fact that, during the time that, with regard to, it would be advisable to, in close proximity to the extent that, due to the fact that, in this day and age, in the neighborhood of, for the reason that, until such time as, has the ability to the fullest extent possible, predicated upon the fact that, that being the case. Well, here are the choices. Here are the answers. From the given samples, you may have noticed that the preferred substitute for the roundabout phrases are the common words that are used for everyday communication. These words are more simple, more direct, and more familiar for the audience, which adhere to the style of clear and effective communication distinct of technical communication. This time, how about identifying the best substitute for these sample clichés? Here are the choices. For our next activity, can you guess the difference among the following sentences? The metal sheet is 2.921 centimeters wide. The metal sheet is nearly 3 centimeters wide. The metal sheet is about 1 inch wide. Yes! All three sentences mean the same. However, preciseness of technical information is based on the level of understanding expected from its audience and the purpose for organizing technical information. Correspondingly, technical English prefers dynamic sentences which are in the active voice. This time, try to compare the following sentences. The shot was given by Dominic. Versus Dominic gave the shot. The dosage is stated in the prescription. Versus the prescription states the dosage. Notice that the second sentence, in both samples, is more concise, direct, and easier to understand. To note, sentences in the active voice stress the doer of the action expressed in the verb. Altogether, the strictly formal form and style of technical English guarantees meaningful, verifiable, and useful information for its users. Let's explore further. Read the passage, then consider the instructions that follow. Answer the questions to check your comprehension. How are your answers in the comprehension questions? If you got all answers, way to go! For vocabulary exercises, can you identify the words that may be used alongside well-being that relates to health? Did you get all answers correctly? Congratulations! Remember that collocations are ways of enhancing your vocabulary by combining two or more words to create a specific meaning. You'll learn more collocations as we go along. For your self-help activity, go ahead and practice. Use these words in composing sentences in the active voice about Heath to further improve your vocabulary. Once done, try the next activity. The next activity is to write right. Rewrite the passage by omitting or replacing the roundabout phrase, cliches, euphemisms, with simple and direct words to achieve clearness and effectiveness. You may have realized that there were different variations for the answers. Whichever you decide, notice how the passage became easier to understand with the omissions and restatement of the roundabout phrase, cliches, and euphemisms. This time, how about a bit of role play? You may proceed to the next. In the situation to be presented, assume that you were to record a 60-second promotional video on emotional wellness for posting on social media. Your role in the scenario is you were a social media content creator. After, complete the sentences by providing the appropriate discourse markers for speaking, then rehearse aloud prior to video recording. Pronounce the words properly. Discourse markers are like chains that connect ideas in sentences and paragraphs to achieve cohesion in writing and speaking. They may serve different purpose. In this case, they illustrate their function of expressing attitudes and feelings precisely. Some other samples of discourse markers that serve the same purpose are genuinely, for real, in truth, in point of fact, openly, and others. You'll learn more about discourse markers as we go along the way. For now, keep working on your technical English through constant practice. Explore other resources and enrich your knowledge and skills further, then share your gains with technical English to others. Now, to check on your understanding of the lessons discussed. Here are some activities for you to try out. So that's all for Lesson 1 of Module 14. There you have it, Teacher Jessica. Back to you.
Thank you, Liam. You are such a big help. For your writing and speaking output, rubrics adapted from the Cambridge Language Test Scale are also provided. Or you can have your work checked by ChatGPT. Now, to wrap up Lesson 1 of Module number 14, it must be realized that technical English is simple, direct-to-the-point language that helps achieve clear and effective communication, specifically by those technical persons in the practice of their profession. As to form and style, technical communication follows the formal conventions in vocabulary or jargons, sentence structure, and presentation of information in consideration of its purpose and audience. I hope you had fun learning. Until next time, I am Teacher Jessica. Learn differently, live differently.